well.
Next legacy.
They wanna get closer, get personal. Why you gotta be the first to know? I hit them high, miss them.
Yo, check this out. This is MC Light, your host, Miss Danaya.
Still intact, building stacks, body bag and killing tracks. You probably heard me stunting award shows, no frontin'. I'm jet setting in London, and what you heard I done it. Like woo, every day I'm just hustling, getting paper. Who is you? Ain't it nothing to getting cake, baby? That's what
Yo, this is MC Light. Check it out. It's all good. Danaya.
Next legacy.
Danaya BB for you on Twitter. Make sure you guys follow her. Danaya's in the house. What's up, girl?
What's good, Mama? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Chilling, relaxing, excited for the guest. Saw that video, girl, you know. Woo. You already know.
Girl, just all the way around fabulous. And if you don't know who we're talking about, we are talking about the one and only Tranvante, and he is just phenomenal young singer from the ATL, Georgia. He's performed with artists such as Bow Wow, Keke Palmer, Nick Cannon, B5. He was on a tour way back when, and let me tell you, my Twitter has been blowing up with people being like, "Oh my God, it's Tranvante, it's Tranvante." Yes,
Right.
people, it is Tranvante. Just saying. I'm excited to talk to him and have some of his listeners who don't know exactly who he is get to know him a little better. This is just so fun. I'm excited all the way around. What do you think about him before we even have him on the show, Mr. Danaya?
He's incredibly talented in the fact that he's young and he's a positive artist. We so need that right now in the game. Oh, my goodness. So I'm definitely excited to interview someone that has that really good energy and still doing that good music.
True that. And I feel like now that when he started, he was so young and he was talking about stuff that, 12-year-olds need to be talking about, like crushes.
Right.
And everything, and it's just that now we can play back his music in 2013, and we still can have that little effect, that Mario effect when he came back on with Just a Friend.
Mm-hmm.
That is the truth and the business. And right about now, we're going to play a track, and when we come back, we should have our guest on right here on Ladies Night Radio. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, girls and girls, we have Mr. Tranvante live and direct on the radio with Ladies Night. Mr. Tranvante, how are you doing, sir?
What's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
We're good. How are you doing?
All is well. I'm happy. I'm good. I like your name too, baby girl. I like that.
Okay, we're here. Now, before this gets out of hand, for all the listeners who don't exactly know who Tranvante is, give a little background about yourself.
Well, Tranvante is a new R&B singer on the rise, signed to Imani Entertainment, coming out with a brand new single with a little twist called Bad Girl. Really a old soul, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who just likes to spread love and positive energy. And if that's not good enough, I wouldn't mind singing a little something. You guys can know a little bit more,
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We definitely want to have you sing a little bit something a little bit later on the show, though, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, my goodness. Go ahead.
Oh, I can go ahead? So I do a little bit like this. Hey there, what it do, ma? They know who I am. Tell me who you are. I need a name, girl. This ain't no game, girl. My name is Tranvante, and I'm a singer. And I'ma turn you to a bad girl. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Bad girl. Oh, nah.
Okay.
Something like that.
So
Well, okay. Well, baby girl couldn't wait. You had to have your vocals now.
Okay, I feel you. So is that on the Ain't No Bad Girl, or is that just something you made up on top of your head?
Actually, that's a little bit. I kind of, I freaked it out a little bit, but that's a little bit of the single Bad Girl featuring Lil Twist. I'm really excited about it. We shot the video, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm actually going to 106 in Park next week to premiere the video. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be a great look. I'm really excited. Yeah.
Wow. So
yeah.
You being so young in the industry as it is, like, how does it feel to be young in the industry, having all this positive music to share, because the industry nowadays doesn't have that? They have, like, kids your age singing about, stuff that they probably don't even know how to spell or pronounce. So how do you feel to be in that age bracket?
Absolutely.
What you're singing about, you can relate to?
Well, for me, I feel like it's all about who you have around you. And I have nothing but positive people around me. I don't attract negative attention. I don't even do that. Like me, I'm so cool and laid back. I like to, my favorite artist is Michael Jackson and Prince and DeBarge and a lot of old school music, and so I just like to sit around and just be positive. If it's not positive, we don't like to go around it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what it's all about, just spreading love and bringing love back into the world. So as far as people listening to it, listening to songs on the radio these days, that's what they're attracted to, and like I feel like it's time to bring something new. You know what I'm saying? Everything is the same, and I feel like it's time, to be seen, for us to be seen in a more positive light, especially the the younger generation, the young kids and everything. So it's time for something a little bit more positive,
Amen to that. Oh, my goodness. We were just talking about a lot of these younger artists that are coming out, and they're just doing all this negative craziness. They're talking about gangs and money and all this kind of stuff, and they're, getting on. And it's insane that this is what is acceptable nowadays. And then to have an artist like you, it's so refreshing because you are doing what you do, and you're doing a positive light.
Well, thank you. But you know what it is? That's where everything started from. You know what I'm saying? It started from love. Like, without love, it wouldn't be hate. Without hate, it wouldn't be love. And at the end of the day, we have to just remind everybody that it's all about love. You have to support each other. That's why, I think it's really a great idea for all the young artists to really be cool with each other and support each other, because we are the future. We are this is our time. So it's about everybody, you know what I'm saying, just being focused and staying positive and just trying to show people a better light, as opposed to just fights and gangs and drugs and all that other stuff. It's a time out for all that stuff,
Exactly.
And with all that being said, do you write your music based on the love, or just not about, what the next artist says or this artist says? Because you said it's all about the love, and sometimes in the industry, like, the love, especially from R&B singers, isn't really heard. They rather, you prefer, chicks bending over and touching their toes rather than, I'm just a dude looking for love, or I'm just here, loving my lady, and I'm just singing about it. How is your take on that?
Well, to answer your question, yes, I do write. And I don't get my inspiration from necessarily listening to the radio or listening to what's going on nowadays, because I always joke with my team around, I always say I feel like I should have been an artist in the 90s. I feel like that's where I belong, and I take that, I say that because of, people like Brandy and just everybody who I look up to, but, not necessarily even just saying 90s, but just old school music in general. So I really like to draw inspiration from the past and how I'm feeling at that moment. Like, my favorite song that I've written to date is a song called Change the World, which will be on my album as well. I wrote it and co-produced it. I actually wrote that song in the airport. And it's inspired by, just love and positive energy, and it's called Change the World. And it goes a little bit like my favorite part is, there's a problem in the world, don't know how to make it right. There's a war going on between you and me, and the win's not worth the fight. What about love and peace and unity? see the whole world singing in harmony. We can make the world a better place. First it starts with you and me. You know, so, like, just songs like that I like to really focus on. I don't necessarily like to focus on just things that's happening right now. I like to draw from the past, you know? So.
Wow.
Wow.
So, with all, this is Tranvante on Ladies Night with Danaya and Baby Girl from the 813. And you have been singing and starting, in the industry
What's up, Naya?
since you were...
So I didn't even say what's up. So how you doing, Naya? What's up, babe?
What's up?
Hey.
Too much for me. So you were singing...
What I do?
Cut it out.
What I do? I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you, sugar.
I didn't even do that.
That's good. I was talking to you.
Weird. See? So you were, you were started back in 2005 at 12, and you're from Houston, Texas, and how, when did you know that singing was for you?
When did I know? That's a great question. Probably when I couldn't think of anything else to do. I remember being 7 years old, listening to Temptations and Jackson 5, and actually I remember I was singing in the shower one day, and my mom thought it was the radio. She was like, "Trey, turn that radio off while you're in the shower." I'm like, "That's not a radio, Mom. It's me." So after stuff like that. Yeah, after that, and I remember, my dad was signed to a major group and signed to a major label like 13 years ago, and my mom did radio for 6 years. So I kind of always been around, that, the business and everything. So when I told my mom and them, I said, "Hey, I want to be a singer," they didn't think I was serious, and they didn't want me to be in the industry because they know how crazy the business can get at times. But once I showed them how much I really wanted to do it, I think about 7, 8 years old is when I really started taking it serious and said, "Hey, this is what I really want to do." And then professionally when I was 11. So it's been, I'm
professionally
really excited.
You were 11? That's outstanding.
Absolutely. it was great.
So you mentioned something that I really admire. You said that you admire, the Temptations and the Jacksons back in the day, and you said that you grew up on that and you studied them and you studied their craft. How do you feel, or what advice do you have for other up and coming artists as yourself? Because there is a group called Mac 4. Shout out to them, and they are a young group of kids, and they are super duper phenomenal, and they marvel with the groups and studying them and making sure that to follow in their footsteps to become the next best thing. So is that your advice to other groups or other young artists that want to be in the industry now? What would your one thing be? What would your one advice be?
Keep positive people around you. I actually have more than one. I can't help it. I just, what it is really, from an artist standpoint, study the best to become the best. But you don't just study one specific type. You study everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just study. It's like you're making a something in the kitchen. You have to take bits and pieces of everything and make this special, ingredients. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is to become an artist. You take bits and pieces from this artist, and eventually you transform into your own. That's what every artist does, and you have to keep positive people around you. Like my mentor, one of my good friends in the business is Troy Taylor. If you don't know him, he's responsible for discovering Trey songs and working with Boyz II Men and Brownstone, and the list goes on and on. He's somebody I talk to a lot in the industry, and I remember he taught me a lot, about studying, and you really have to just grasp everything you can and just study and try to become the best. And it's about, like I said earlier, it's about who you keep around you. So for all the other artists and young artists and everything, just study and try to stay positive. Don't worry about no beef. Don't worry about people hating on you, because people going to hate on you. And that just comes with it. That comes with life in general. You just have to stay positive and know what you know because you know it. And that would be my only advice.
Wow. Know that you know because you know it. That's
Absolutely.
A Facebook quote coming from me. This is Ladies Night Radio with Baby Girl and Danaya, and we have our host, guest, Tranvante. Thank you. If you want to call in, you can definitely do that at 949-270-5912, and make sure you press that number 1 if you want to be heard. Now, I have a friend who was blowing up my phone, and her name is Sierra, and she wants to know when is the next time you are going on tour.
Actually, I didn't want to say too much, but it'll be this year. It'll be this year. I have a lot of big things happening this year, and I'm really excited about it. So a lot of people, like, it's funny that you say that because a lot of my fans wonder, like, what happened? What is Tranvante doing? What is he doing? A lot of people don't know after last year I came out with a record called Be Your First, which was written by Tank, and I went on 106 in Park, and after that, I kind of went underground for a second to, again, to just study and try to become the best that I could be, perfect my craft. And within that time, I wrote the number 1 song for OMG Girls, Where the Boys At. I wrote that song for them and wrote songs for Jacob Lattimore and other artists. So I just kind of been down, just kind of, in the corner in the back, just, doing my own thing. But now I'm so happy to have this new single, Bad Girl. Like I said, we're premiering the video next week on 106. So it'll be everywhere. So I have a lot of exciting things, including tour, that'll be going on this year. So everybody be on the lookout.
That's good.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So tonight we have to be like Brian
McKnight when you are dropping your new single, and definitely when you have that video coming out. Make sure you let us know so we can tune in. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh man. So go ahead, Danaya.
So my question is, with everybody that you worked with, who was your most favorite collaboration?
You can't ask me that.
Okay, fine. I'll take that idea. I'll let you get 2.
All right, just 2. I thought you liked me now. You gotta give me at least 3. Everybody I worked with was amazing. It was different, just so many amazing producers. I definitely have to say one would be Troy Taylor. Like I said, he was a very good friend of mine. Maybe Chris Brown as well. Chris Brown was amazing too. I worked with so many people though, so many amazing people from Dark Child to Underdogs to, just so many different people. So it was really amazing. So it's hard for me to choose,
Okay, cool. So what was your experience like on the Whitney Williams show?
It was interesting. It was very interesting. It was a lot of fun. It was right before I went on tour with Mindless Behavior and Diggy and Lil Twist. It was a lot of fun. I got to perform the first time on Wendy Williams. She treated me, she was very nice, showed me so much love. It was a great experience, really great.
Sweet. Cool. Can't wait to see you on 106 Park. I know it's going to be dope. So.
Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, I will only watch 106 in Park for you.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. You don't want to see Bow and Miss Mikey and them,
I'll put it like this. Everything is so commercialized nowadays. It's like I don't want to turn on the TV and look at the videos because so many videos nowadays don't make sense. Like, how are you going to talk about one thing and your video presents a whole entirely different thing? So I just, as long as your video is incorporating with the lyrics to your song, I'll watch. But until then, I can't just be like, oh my goodness, I'm a huge
but you seem like you would have been a big fan of Bow Wow back in the day, though.
So. Bow Wow made sense back in the day. Now he's a host. Like, I'm not gonna just say because of Bow Wow because it's Bow Wow. I know what it is.
It's a different time, and that's what people want to do. Again, we have to bring light to that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I want to be an example to go on the show and do the opposite. So I'm not going to really necessarily shut it down. I just want to go there and say, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what So, I like, Bow Wow, so, No, and I'm so serious. Like, Bow Wow was, yeah. All right, next question.
I know you definitely will shut it down. There's no question about it, because if you bring the same energy to 106 and Park that you're bringing here, you will definitely shut it down.
Absolutely. And it's gonna be my fourth, fifth time going on 106. So I had the number 3 video would be my girl. Hopefully I'll have the number 1 video this time, and we're gonna work hard for that. And so I'm looking forward to it. It should be really nice.
Cool. Definitely. And before we let you go, because I really don't want to out of my selfish desires.
Oh, don't let me go, baby. Let me go.
Okay, so I know you're real active on Facebook and Twitter and your social media, and you have your own website. Give the people where they can find you.
Absolutely. Well, you can hit me up on my website, Tranvante.com. We're actually rebuilding
you got to spell it, boo-boo, because, we got some listeners that are slow.
Oh, okay, well, check this out. You hit me up on my website, Tranvante.com, TREVANTE.com. It's under construction right now. We're building it back up. I can't wait to see how it turns out. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter at TrevanteOnham, TREVANTEONEM, and that's where you can find out everything. I'm always on there on Twitter. You can, hit me up and find out what I got going on. So it's going down like that. T-style.
Wait, how did you come up with the Twitter name TrevanteOnham?
Yeah, TrevanteOnham. Yeah.
That's an easy answer.
What'd you say?
How did you come up with that Twitter name? What made you decide to use that as your handle?
I mean, I'm just me. I'm a very weird kid. I like to do what I feel. I like to go off of what I feel, and that's just me. TrevanteOnham, Maybe in a year it'll be something different. So,
Okay, I'm not even going to suggest what I think it should be, because we have the boss
What should it be? You mind if I ask you a question?
Sure.
Yeah. What do you think it should be?
I'm not even going to answer that question with the response, because we have our boss man, a.k.a. I Am Brandon, in the house tonight on Ladies Night Radio with baby girl Danaya. What's up, friend?
Yo, what up, ladies?
What's good, boss man?
Tranvante, our guest on Ladies Night Radio. Hey, I gotta call you. I was driving on my way home, but I gotta shout you out, bruh. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact that I've done enough homework on you. And I know my ladies took good care of you tonight, but I respect your grind, dude. So I had to call in. I had to call in and at least shout you out and just send you some of that that thug love, boy.
Oh, not thug love.
Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, I mean, what? I can't just send some love to a guy. I gotta get a homie thug love. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
I feel you, dear. I understand it. Never mind.
Whatever.
Baby girl over there.
But real quick, Tranvante, I gotta say once again, like I said, bro, your peoples. I know you got a good team, supporting your hustle and shit, and I gotta send you some respect on what you're doing, bro, because not too many people. Is really they really don't appreciate what other people do as far as a team, and you got a solid team, and you got a God-given talent that I know they trying to maximize. So we got to make sure that we show our support. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
That's all I love, man. I do music, so I'm waiting on a collabo, son. Let's get to work.
Let's go.
Son.
What it is.
We'll make a song about baby girl at night.
Come on, man. Ain't nothing but a word. Let's get busy. Let's do it.
Get it. I'm a lot of things.
Oh, God. Can y'all just say I'm blushing uncontrollably right now? Can I say that?
And my dude. Hey, my dude, did my lady take good care of you tonight?
Oh, most definitely.
Okay. All right. So much so to the point that you would probably want to return back and rock out on Ladies Night with these ladies again.
Oh, that's definitely. I gotta make me an honorary member, man.
Hey,
that's what's up. We can definitely do that.
That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. That's what's up. But I didn't want to monopolize you and the lady's time. I know y'all getting ready to wrap things up, but I just wanted to shout out the big homie, and I just wanted to say, hey, and I'm glad that my lady took good care of you, and whatever you need on the radio level, bro, just get at me.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, bro.
All right.
For sure.
That's what's so. And I'm gonna need you to, because he's driving. So if he hears this, I'm gonna need you to get home safely, sir. I was just saying.
Doing what now?
I was just making sure Bounce Man gets home safe. That's
okay. All right.
That's priority. But yes, you are phenomenal.
Thank you.
You are phenomenal, and you are really hilarious and talented. And I can't wait for you to come back and sing to us again.
Most definitely. I'll have an original next time. I'll have another one strictly for y'all next time.
Okay,
all right.
Can't wait to hear it.
You already have a song out called Baby Girl. I mean, it can't get much better than that.
That's when I was 11. I'm a little bit older now, so, we'll see what's up.
Okay. All right. Just keep me in the loop whenever you think about Baby Girl Part 2. Holla.
Most definitely. I appreciate it.
Yes. And make sure to follow us on Twitter. I am Baby Girl 813 for Baby Girl.
I was just about to say that. We got to follow each other on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. And mine is at DANAYADV for you.
I appreciate it. I better have a Twitter request or whatever. By the time
I followed you already, so yeah, I did that already.
Okay,
sir,
good.
I followed you since I knew you were a guest on Ladies Night. You, sir, are really late.
Oh, well, I appreciate it. All right. That's dope.
Weird. No problem. But thank you so much for calling in and tuning in and hanging out with us. We appreciate your time. And just like our boss man said, please don't be a stranger. You can call back at any time just to rock out and chill with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate y'all so much.
You're welcome. Have an awesome night.
You too. For sure. Peace out.
For sure.
Bye.
Next Legacy.